I think the benefit of our system for a medium-sized club, it gives you more response times and reporting, and gives you control of what's happening on your floor. At the moment, in some systems, they just basically give you a call of a message with no escalations, with no integration to any other third-party devices. So medium-sized clubs are finding the benefits of having more integration, more reporting, and more knowledge. Knowledge is power. Look, I think the large clubs all see the benefits of using devices that give them flexibility and having one single device to being their key tool. So moving away from a pager, a phone, a radio, a deck phone, and going with single devices are what large clubs want. And we're the only supplier that provides a Wi-Fi watch and gives those customers choices. The integrations mainly are all around, obviously, the loyalty and the information we get from loyalty, from beverage on control, in demand or beverage on control, and being able to place orders through those systems, from just getting normal data from the loyalty of being able to respond to those calls, but then putting them in the right rules-based processes and making sure they're escalated to the right people at the right times, and to provide, end of the day, reporting that gives those managers that information that they need to make decisions for their business. With the Wi-Fi watches we have nowadays, it allows them to basically communicate with staff or their supervisors, or only dedicated to their supervisors and not to anybody else. On a smart device, they can talk to anybody through a SIP connection through their phone on PABX, or they can actually communicate with a whole range of devices that allow you to integrate and communicate properly. So on the devices we use today, the traditional pager was the main tool of trade. We've now taken that to the new watch options, where customers or staff can wear a watch, and it basically gives them the convenience of not having to hold it and pull it out of their pager and sometimes drop it. And then the watch levels can increase to two-way and acknowledgement, and give you different platforms of communication using a watch. Then going to a smart device basically gives you full functionality of receiving your messages, but also running apps behind the scenes, having your email, having your VIPs being addressed accordingly, basically the highest level. In the middle of that, there are obviously two-way pages. You can integrate to radio, and basically we are now really pushing the Wi-Fi and the smartphone technology rather than the old traditional RF paging. We are pretty much the only provider that can provide everyone. Some providers can interface into some loyalty providers, like the traditional IGTs and Aristocrats. We're the only ones that can do Konami, so that's the big casinos and a handful of the larger clubs. But across the board, we have a strong relationship with most of the loyalty providers to give the best of the information we get from them and what we give then to their customers. Max basically 10 years ago had their own protocol and designed that when they provided their solutions, they provided their own paging solution. Over the years, they decided that it really wasn't the best interest of Max to manage that paging protocol and the service and the support that went with that. And really, it was very limited in what it could do. When you pushed the button on the service button, it would go to a pager. There was limited escalation and no real reporting, apart from what they got from Max, which was really hard to dig out and use. So Max opened their doors to us about a year ago, and we're now talking to them about their new API, which we're talking about doing more of an exclusive arrangement, whereby it'll be based on a collective best-of-breed solution to their customers. So primarily, BTG customers go back from the JTech days to BlueFi, and the consolidation of the company as BTG. We probably do nearly 80% of the New South Wales clubs, most of the casinos, including your Stars and your Rest Points and your Reef casinos. And at the end of the day, those large customers are requiring the best product and best of breed, and we're really the only ones that can provide that. We have competitors, of course, but the reality is that really can't compete with the same level of technology and solutions and support that goes with it. I think the BI is part of it is really when we go to a customer and talk about the customization or the features they want to achieve in their venue. Will change from venue to venue, but some of the BI could be the beverage on demand, it could be the access control for their VIPs, it can be a myriad of features that they want in their system, and we're able to basically custom write the software as the IP owners to do that. Some of the features of the systems where you have VIP priority paging, you have attendants on demand that can be pulled from a task of taking them off a cleaning roll and bring them onto the gaming floor, and then when the busy periods are over, they're put back into their roles. All the tiered loyalty and the priority paging features of the system is what makes our product, outstanding to our competitors. I think the integration to other BI technologies is all about more third party, and having us being the communication link to that, and managing that to alerts for those third party products. So basically this is the basic screen a gaming manager or the staff would see. Some venues like this behind a cash box, some people like it out on the floor as well. When it's out on the floor, you don't actually see the VIP or the name of the customer, it'll be broken down. Some customers like it, some don't. But basically all calls will be managed here and queued here, and then basically it'll give them snapshots of widgets of basically the active calls per event or the average response time by each attendant. And in this case, the 15-minute average customer wait trends is basically giving supervisors and managers snapshots of how their floor is actually operating and working. Yeah, it's been a big issue of trying to get the efficiencies of getting that coordination done properly. So we've now basically installed a touchscreen terminal that's very simplified to be used as a simple push button that will then alert the attendant that they've got a drink pickup. Also, it's being used in the kitchens now where food is being ordered through the beverage on demand, that now the gaming attendant with only one single device can be paged from the kitchen or the bar. And that really helps the efficiencies of not having to carry multiple devices, and the integration between the Connect platform and gaming and then crosses over to food and beverage is strong, which again adds a lot of reporting and again knowledge of how their systems are working in their venues. So basically the way this system works is when the drink is ready in the cafe or in a reception, they might have a VIP alert, or in the sports bar they'll basically want to page the gaming attendant. They'll just simply push the attendant, it'll say sports bar, I'll accept that call, and now it's send a message to the gaming attendant's watch or their smart device to alert them that they've got a drink to pick up at the sports bar. On VIP arrivals, it's also powerful to use in the reception to alert other staff or all staff that a VIP has entered the building.